trying to keep waving my hands. Okay, I'm not gonna keep waving my hands, but hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone is doing fine today. You still wait. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time zone you belong to. My name is Asma'u. If you're seeing this face for the first time, welcome. And I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel and on your notification bell. Like, on that notification bell is very important. It's very, very important for you to know when I drop content or when I'm on live. Yeah, because I do a lot of live stream. I live stream virtually every day. Yeah, and that's how it's going to be till the end of Big Brother. And let's see after the end of Big Brother what else we can continue with. It's very important. And when you come in, please give the stream a thumbs up. Thumbs up is very, very important. That's the engagement. That is what the algorithm recognizes. YouTube is a search engine. YouTube is an engine. That's the thing. So it works with what is given. Alright? So when there's engagement, YouTube pushes the content further for other viewers. I want to grow now. Nobody wants to be stagnant. We are really desperate to grow. If you're on this space, you know what brought you here. Me, I know what brought me here. I came to hustle. And that is why I even reduced live streaming the show. Because they started giving me copyright strikes and I want to monetize this page. It will be interesting for me to be bringing this content and at least getting some monetary value in it, isn't it? I buy data, there is no light. I buy fuel. In Nigeria, 1 liter of fuel now is like 1,000 naira. That is like $1 ish almost. Like, yeah, in fact, $1 now in Nigeria is even more than 1,000 naira. Ooh. The exchange rate is very alarming though. It's very confusing as well. And right now there are so many rules that are out there for exchange rates that put we the creators at a disadvantage, because I have another channel that is monetized, so I am speaking based on experience. Okay. And the exchange rate is wild. It's more of you collecting, you're more at a disadvantage over the person giving to you. So meaning, when in fact the thing is both ways. I don't know how they did the market, but when you're giving, when you're selling, I mean, you still sort of, you're at a loss, except if you're selling a higher currency. Meaning maybe you're selling up to like $100. But as it stands now, we have rules in our country, Nigeria, where you do not have access to raw cash like dollars. If you know what I'm trying to say to you. Right now, it's not going to be easy for me, if at all it's even going to be possible for me to walk into the bank and say I want to buy dollar. There are some rules that this new government have put in place that does not allow people to just, so you have to be a bourgeois, or you have to be well connected, or maybe you have people abroad that can send you dollars. Yeah. Or you can travel abroad and come back with dollars or with pounds. But locally, internally, touching those hard currency, it's nearly close to impossible as we speak currently with the rules, the new set of rules, right? So coming back, by the way, is just a digression and sort of an extra explanation. Coming back to this channel, they sort of giving me, they even copy strike me like 3 weeks ago. I literally had to write to beg them. So we rather just come here, have a conversation, right? Have one-on-one interaction, and then you can see from the topic of today's live stream. It is about Ozee and Onyeka situation. I dropped a video earlier this morning about the attacks. We spoke about the tax. The tax was very interesting. I enjoyed the lush hair tax. It was so engaging, yeah, in as much as they most of them were failing some of the hair questions, but being a hair person myself, I was disappointed. Imagine they were asking Anita what is the difference between a deep hair conditioner and a leave-in hair conditioner. She doesn't know. She said pass. Who again were they also asking another question? I think is it Onyeka or so, or I don't know. Is it? I can't remember which of the housemates. They asked the question of how long do you keep leave-in conditioner, and she said pass. And I'm like, are you serious? You don't know? You don't keep. You know how long do you keep deep hair conditioner on the hair? She said pass too. And I'm like, are you for real? Even are you for real? What's the difference? Then they asked Tofa, which I think I'll give Tofa a pass, in the fact that he's a guy. He might not necessarily know things like that. I'll give him a pass. Where they asked him, and the good thing is that these questions actually come with options. Or probably because they are so much in a hurry, and then they were not maybe necessarily listening to the options. Tofa was asked if after using hair relaxer what follows suit, and he said conditioner. Meanwhile, in the options there was wash the relaxer out, but he didn't. But the questions were engaging, they were super cool. And then the first one they played, that's the one of moving about the box, going to a particular box or a particular ditch to pick up some boxes and to pick up some balls, and then pour inside another box, put another inside another box. But you have to pick just one at a time, and you literally have to scramble and look for a particular ball, because there were actually particular balls. There were so many balls in that ditch, like, yeah, but you were not going to pick just any random ball. There were specific balls that were supposed to be picked from that ditch and then taken to the other side. In fact, I saw more of physics in that game. The first stage and the second stage was more of physics. The third one was more of the lava, standing on the lava, balance and all of that, and then balancing balls. See, I have said it here over and over that we should give Big Brother his flowers this season. They really, really studied games this season. They are giving us the it game. Like, these games, when you look through them, they are intense. They're not just random. These are games that were well studied. Yeah, and well put together as well. Yeah. So, and then after which means congratulations. Also, we need to also congratulate the radicals, yeah, for coming in. Siamil YouTuber, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Give the stream a thumbs up. Thank you so much. We eventually had a winner at the end of the show, in as much as I wanted Double K to win, in no particular reason. Okay, what am I saying? The reason why I wanted Double K to win. Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you. The reason why I wanted Double K to win, not like I didn't have a reason, or I was just trying, is because Cassia has a salon, or so she deals in all those things. So for me, I feel she would have a good experience with lush hair products. That's what I just thought. Just the way I was also wishing that radicals won the super commando tax because of their energy. Do you understand? Because of the kind of energy those boys possess. So I just saw them as being super commandos were going to fit into their brand. Thank you so much. You get, that's just it. So lush hair was also going to fit into Cassia's brand. That was just it for me. Eunice, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Hello, welcome. So congratulations to the radicals. Still not a bad idea. Femi keeps his hair, and he has a very lovely hair, and obviously I notice he loves his hair a lot. So winning the lush tax, still not going to go in vain. And even Micky himself has hair. His own is, I don't know, he has this Gen Z hairstyle. Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. So what I hi Akram Idris, thank you so much. So Teresa and Eunice, thank God you guys are here. So what's your take on the conversation yesterday after the task? Meanwhile, have I said congratulations to Radicals? Yes, I have. So meanwhile, after the task, you know what moved in another interesting conversation in the house was, where are you from? Okay, Kumar, I'm from Nigeria actually. Was in the gym where those, I think there were about four of them in the gym, four guys in the gym. There was the twins, the Mbadiwe twins, then there was Tofa, and then there was Kelly Ree, and the conversation strikes. I just dropped a video this morning, and in that video I was speaking about accountability for men, right? Why do men want we women to be accountable for our mistakes, but then they find a way to wiggle their way out of accountability? I'm not trying to create any gender division here, or cause any gender war here. No, but I have noticed, especially when it has to do with social media, is it the ego? Because I know naturally men are highly egocentric. That's the way God created them, and it's fine, right? But it baffles me why a lot of men do not like to be accountable for their mistakes. Imagine is the audacity for me. Ozee sitting down and saying that Onyeka is supposed to come and meet him, and have a conversation and explain. Do you know when he was talking, I was just shaking my head. I was like, oh wow, really? I, for one, was someone that was pushing on the Ozee and Onyeka ship. I was among the people that were looking for the name that would fit into that ship. How we would cut Ozee and Onyeka and join it together and form a ship. Why? Because of the things we were seeing in front of our television. The guy shows Onyeka green. Thank you. Onyeka showed him green light, and he dived into the green light. Yes, and accepts to kiss her. So I don't understand his problem. God bless you, Teresa. Sometime last week or so, if I'm not mistaken, in the kitchen, he came and planted a kiss, although more of a peck. Let me know, you know, with the kiss they're talking about, Teresa, on Onyeka's lips. And Chizoba was there. Chizoba was so happy, as if her sister won one lottery. So, see, if you call someone your friend, there has to be boundaries, especially when the friend, in fact, all sort of friendships, not just um, opposite gender friendships, even same gender friendship, there is boundary. I have friends. It's not all my friends that come into my house and have access to my kitchen or to my bedroom. The highest they might have access to is my bathroom when they need to use the bathroom. But there are friends that I have that will even enter my own, that will even lie down on my bed. Do you understand? So every sort of relationship, even neighborhood, is not every neighbor that can walk into your house. There are some neighbors that till you people finish living together, they will never know the color of your cushions in your sitting room. That is called boundaries. There are the ones that anything they want to enter your house is either you're going to look for them or they're coming to look for you. So you people are in Big Brother's house and you're calling yourself bestie, but you guys are overdoing it. Let's even come back to Chizoba. The way Chizoba too was attaching herself, because I noticed this Onyeka and Ozee's situation is also slightly affecting the relationship between Chizoba and Ozee. Now, when you even also see Chizoba and Ozee, there is no boundaries. All right, okay, no problem, Teresa, no problem. Okay, no problem, no problem. Hi, Sophie Mary. Thank you so much for coming. All right, Teresa, go and pray and come back. Do you get what I'm saying here? When as a viewer, when you look at the setting, it looks like the two brothers are dating the two sisters. To me, that's what I see. Correct me if I'm wrong. There are no boundaries. You call Onyeka your bestie, but you're planting a French kiss on her lips. Okay, Sophie Mary, we're just analyzing and speaking about a certain reality show that is going on right now in Nigeria is an international sensation. So that's what we're talking about. But thank you for coming, and give the stream a thumbs up. If you're interested in what you see here, you could also subscribe. Well, otherwise, thank you so much for coming. And then the relationship got so deep that there was a time Ozee told Onyeka that he could take a bullet for her. Yes, I know friends. You could actually say that as friends. I could have friends that I would gladly tell them that I'll take a bullet. Like, basically, it's just a figure of speech, but in reality, I won't take a bullet for anyone. I won't take a bullet for any friend. Let me be more specific. But basically, it's just a figure of speech and trying to tell the person how much you care about them. And Ozee told Onyeka that. So what more do you want a lady that already is crushing on you to hear from you? You know, when a lady is already crushing on you, anything you tell her sounds like you guys are an item. Ozee is not a child. Ozee knows that Onyeka has feelings for him. Ozee knows that Onyeka is smitten by him. Ozee knows that Onyeka is looking for every opportunity to have physical contact or any emotional gesture, which he kept giving to her. Ozee led Onyeka on. Please, let's don't even sugarcoat the talk. I told you, me for one, as I'm sitting down here and watching, being the fact that I analyze this show, I talk about this show, I was waiting for the ship to sail. I was among those that were preparing the name that we're going to give this new ship that is springing up. Ozee and Onyeka's ships is even one of the ships that started springing up earlier, even before Nelly and Sooj or Tofa and Anita. Their ships were among the early stages of the ships, especially when Ndine were evicted. He gave room for Onyeka and Chizoba to become closer to these twins. Nne and Chinne were also cool with in the Mbadiwe twins, the first, second, and even the third week that they left. At that time, Onyeka and Ozee were just there like that, not too. But as soon as Ndine left, you could see the replacement that Mbadiwe did with the checkers and the closeness, because Mbadiwe twins and Ndine, they were good friends, but they were not that cozy. They were not so touchy like that. But you would know they were close, because even the first time the Mbadiwe twins went one head of house, they brought in Ndine pair. You could see they were even giving them their jackets to wear. So probably when Ndine left, Mbadiwe twins replaced them with checkers, hoping that they were also going to get the same vibe, because the vibe that Ndine and Mbadiwe twins had wasn't a romantic one at all. It wasn't a romantic one. You just see these people. In fact, that was why TJ made the statement of the tribal alliance, because when you see Ndine and Mbadiwe twins, you just know it's an alliance. In fact, you even think they are related or they know each other from home before they came into the Big Brother house. But when their alliances started off with checkers, it was looking more like a romantic thing. Do you know that Chizoba is more touchy towards Ozee than she is towards Ben, that she claims to have a ship with? And that was why when Ben and Ozee also had issues, Chizoba was so disturbed. She was so worried. She kept like persuading Ben to go and have a conversation with Mbadiwe twins. That is how close they are. So the whole thing now coming out, and Ozee is now claiming that he didn't give any hope to Onyeka. Onyeka was just building things in her head. He's trying to make it look like Onyeka is mad. That's what it looks like. He's trying to make it look like Onyeka is making up things that does not exist. Meanwhile, they existed in our very before eyes. And suddenly now he's now saying that this thing can cost him his relationship outside. Are you serious? that his girl now will wake up in the morning, open, go online, and see him trending over girls. But Ozee, that is what you did. At some point, it was looking like Onyeka's character was what made him not to be able to align with Onyeka. Onyeka is everywhere. I remember even the live stream I had yesterday or the day before, someone was saying Onyeka is for the street and all of that. So it was not looking like Onyeka's lifestyle was the challenge. It's just like, now I see wife, I won't marry him. But the wife now, too, they talk. So it's either she reduces the way she talks for me to marry her, or something like that. So Ozee even went as far as sitting down and talking to Onyeka that she should calm down. Like, Ozee doesn't like the fact that she's everywhere. So Ozee, why are you trying to condition Onyeka to fit into your brother's spec? Why? Please, someone should explain it to me. It doesn't end there. Suddenly, Victoria now begins to give him room to come into her space, because for the first weeks in that house, Victoria seriously kept to herself. Sooj tried his hands on Victoria, it didn't work, and he quietly jumped to Nelly, which we're even coming back to that ship as well, because that ship is giving us headache. And that ship now is intertwined with Anita and Tofa's ship too. We'll come back to that one. Let's just finish talking about Ozee first and Ozee's situation here. So Ozee was trying to give Onyeka hints on how to win his brother's affection. When Victoria now came into the picture, Ozee, don't mind Ozee, he's just doing damage control. Thank you, my dear sister. God bless you. Let him keep ranting. No, now him go tire. And if only he knows that whatever he's saying is not even an issue outside. He's not even trending. He should calm down. When the next day he said, when his fiancé go online, she will see him trending. I just laughed and I'm like, who told you that you're trending? If you want to even trend this on top of this kind of matter. Now, what pained Ozee Amara is the way that Onyeka answered on Sunday. He didn't expect her to answer that way. Guys, a lot of times that like to create such scenario or situation, they think that the ladies are not wise. Ozee, you guys are in an enclosed space, 2-4-7. How can you play such a game, or how can you put yourself in such a triangle and think that it's not going to be noticeable? Are you trying to tell me, is he trying to tell me that Victoria all the while, in as much as Victoria was quiet in that house, is he trying to tell me that all the while Victoria did not notice that him and Onyeka were cool? Suddenly when Victoria warmed up to you, you just shunned Onyeka. And suddenly Onyeka is your bestie. And suddenly Onyeka is prognosing into your situation. And suddenly, how can you leave the girl hanging high and dry? You know what I'm praying for? I just pray that Victoria is firm enough. You understand? Because when it comes to matter of the heart, I don't like overhyping anybody. Because see Wanni, all the talk that she talked on Sunday that she's not going to go back to Sean, she still found her way that same night to lie down on Sean's bed. She spent the night on Sean's bed. So when it comes to matters of the heart, I don't like taking anybody serious, especially the females. I wish Victoria will keep to her words, because Victoria told him, Victoria kind of told Ozee that she needed space. I wish she would keep to her word. Then he will feel the pain that Onyeka felt. Rather, I think he's even already feeling the pain. He's just trying to blame what he's feeling now on Onyeka, or he's trying to make it look like Onyeka has spoiled things. But the thing is, how can Onyeka not spoil things for you? Even if I'm in Onyeka's shoe, I'll do worse than Onyeka. It's just that it's a game house, and most of these their things tend to be strategy. When they are doing everything, they tend to do it in moderation. But if it was in real life, if there were no cameras, Onyeka would literally go and fight Victoria. Because in her head, she's on her way to having something romantic with Ozee. And she will see Victoria as an intruder, which I have even called Victoria that. You understand? But Victoria might not have necessarily had that intrusion in mind per se. Probably she just decided to loosen up, because it's not only Ozee she has loosened up, but she has opened up to. She has opened up as well to Femi, to a point that they were also still pushing that narrative that she and Femi were about to be an item. Do you get? So Ozee is surprising me. Are you serious? And he's angry at Onyeka. Now trying to make it look like. So today, like, if Ozee goes out of the house and his relationship has gone bad with his girlfriend, his serious girlfriend outside, so he will have the guts to come and blame it on Onyeka. Hey, come and see, come and see what Ozee is doing to us here. So Ozee will have the guts to blame the failure of his relationship on Onyeka. Well, I'm glad his brother gave him a good advice that when he goes to the Larry session, he should be able to clear things, one, and number two, again, he should explain his own side of the story. He's pained because he was expecting Onyeka to come and have conversations, either him, but babe, no sense. Me and Onyeka is getting closer back, and the man, yes. And what does it tell you, Amara? It tells you that low key, Ozee actually even cares about Onyeka, if you know what I'm trying to say to you. Meaning, because since that Sunday he has been talking about her. Since that Sunday he has been talking about her. And why is he expecting Onyeka to come and meet him? Why? You know what, Amara, you know, say African men, they sabi get some kind things, cois for their head. That's what I mean by they sabi get some kind cois. Be say, when in their head they feel that a woman is in love with them, they feel that the woman is ready to disgrace herself, they feel that the woman is ready to come and lie down on their feet, like come and lie down at their feet instead, because she's in love. Now Ozee, what he's bragging on, I don't know if I'll use the word bragging, is that Onyeka is feeling him, which is true. Onyeka actually was feeling him, or is still feeling him, because in as much as I know that their relationships in that house is a strategy, Onyeka is still feeling him, because I know that she's just trying to use Femi as a rebound. It happens even in real life. We have a failed relationship and we now fix in someone in order not to feel the pain or the heartbreak. So I would say Onyeka still has feelings for him, but you know, she's just, and I just pray that Femi Radicals not go on Sunday, because if Radicals go on Sunday, Onyeka will be stranded. Who will she now move to? Because Sooj is with Nelly. Who? Ben. Okay, she will now. I just feel for her. Because even yesterday also, I think she and Femi even cuddled and slept on the same bed. I know I explain you Ozee very well. You know, Ozee in his head, he sees Femi like he sees Femi like someone that they're having beef with. Because even in his nomination session, he actually stated it clearly to Big Brother, the fact that there are issues here and there. Even though Femi was not openly saying such, but Femi also returned the favor. You understand? So it's paining him that Onyeka is moving on to his, will I use the word enemy, or enemy is a strong word, but Onyeka is moving on to someone that him and the person are not in good terms. So that alone is hurting him, and he expects a certain loyalty from Onyeka, and I don't know why. You see, my problem with all those kind of people, being friends with people like that, they always feel that they're entitled to your loyalty. They always feel that you should always come to them, not them coming to you. They always feel that they are above you. They always feel like because most of the housemates complain about the Mbadiwe twins, that they are so prideful, they are so full of themselves, they feel they are above everybody. So people like that, because it's in their nature, it's their character to be so pompous or to be so extra, they would always want to subdue you as their friend, or as their acquaintance, or as their alliances. Now to me, it was so funny. So why if you call Onyeka your friend, why can't you call her and sit her down and let you guys talk? Femi even pecked her yesterday and covered her very well with duvet. I'm telling you, I wish Femi will not go. At this point, I want to see further drama. I wish Femi don't go. Honestly, it's just that the radicals are weak, but let's see. This one they started creating drama like this. And you notice something with Big Brother House Amara? The ones that people outside like the most are the ones that the housemates do not like. Then the ones that the housemates like are the ones that we outside the viewers we're not really feeling their vibe. If you notice, people in the house like the radicals a lot. But we outside we're not really feeling them in as much as we like them, but we're not really feeling them like that. Now the double K that the housemates tend to not like are the ones that we are crazy about on the outside. Everybody is saying that the money is married. Few people are saying that the money is identical though. So Ozee, I tire. Ozee, I tire for you. I'm trying to understand. I wish I can go into his head and know what he's thinking. Ozee, how can you be with one girl, lead that girl on, jump to the next one, and tell the other one that she's just your bestie, that you didn't have any intentions with her, that she's just pushing things too far? Relationship of these days is hard though, and very complicated. That's why you see most people in their status on Facebook. When you see relationship section, they will tell you it's complicated. In your head, you think you're in a relationship. In Onyeka's head, she thought she was in a relationship with Ozee or about to go into a relationship with Ozee, and then Ozee just surprised her. Hi mom, I'm from Indonesia. Wait, right? Indonesia or Indonesia. Welcome. Mausha Ace, thank you so much for coming. Give the stream a thumbs up, please. Thank you so much. Amara, the part which scattered my head the most now when he said he was expecting Onyeka to come and talk to him. Come and tell you what? Come and say what to you in particular? What do you want her to come and say to you? Now in his head, he feels that Onyeka owes him an apology. Man is just pain, nothing more. Yeah, you go rant tire. I just pray Onyeka never have any conversation with him in that house. Amen. Amara, amen to that your statement. And I pray that Victoria too will withdraw from him. See, Ozee no calculate this thing well. Ozee, let me just tell you, Ozee wanted to play the two girls. He thought that he was invincible. Ozee just wanted to play the two girls. Ozee, if you are doing that in outside, that is because it's outside. You can't do that in Big Brother's house. Number one, there are cameras everywhere. And number two, you guys are in a closed space. You are together in the same environment. So it's easy for people to talk to each other. And it pained I'm saying Onyeka had the guts to go and talk to Victoria. And the funny thing is that the Victoria too is not even concerned. Like, she's not worried. She's not bothered. She doesn't care. That's how I said I wish she keeps to her word. And there was something I think I heard Victoria saying, if I heard her correctly. She was telling him that she didn't intend to come between him and his friend. So she was telling him more like, I beg, I didn't want to come between you and your friend. And notice another thing. Ozee seems to, there's this guilty conscience that's eating him up. He keeps wondering what Onyeka is going to tell people. I know nearly after the live show said that same Sunday, Onyeka went to speak to Victoria. And you know what's in the scatter in head? Victoria is not even necessarily telling him what Onyeka is saying. And that is the reason, hence the reason why he wants that conversation with Onyeka. Because nobody is telling him what Onyeka is telling them. Everybody is just indifferent. Everybody is just laid back. Victoria does not have any expression as usual on her face. So she's not even acting in a way that he can be able to guess what Onyeka is saying. So he's in the dark. He is so worried. So that is why he wants Onyeka to come and have a conversation with him, hopefully for him to know what she is saying, so that he can pick up from his line of control and action, especially towards Victoria. Because as it stands now, Ozee is being very careful. And the part that pained him the most, that peppered him the most, was that how dare Onyeka tell Victoria that he has a girlfriend outside. So in his head or in his mind, he feels that Onyeka spoiled his chances with what's her name, with Victoria. Oh, this laptop is not trying to off. Oh, this laptop wants to off. Excuse me. Sorry guys, I just changed my source of power supply. We don't have lights. We're in Nigeria, Africa, so I was actually using my laptop to power it. So my laptop actually ran down, so I had to switch. I had to borrow my son's laptop to switch. I guess his own battery has charge over mine. I'm good. Thank you so much for coming. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you like what we have here. And if you're on this live stream, please give the live stream a thumbs up. It's very good, I beg, for engagement purposes. Amara, on her guilty conscience, they worry Ozee. He just wants to know what she's telling those people. And unfortunately, none of those people are coming to tell him anything. So that thing they pepper and for body no be small. Then let's touch on Nelly and Sooj, those ones again. You see, I understand now clearly, which I understood. It's not like I don't, let me don't pretend I don't understand. But I kind of get a bigger picture of where Anita is pushing on the fact that she wouldn't want to date a younger guy. I kind of get a broader picture, because there are some certain things that says to Nelly that gets her angry, and he doesn't still understand. Now they were having a conversation, and she asked him about his genotype. For God's sake, that is just a normal conversation that you could ask any friend you're talking to. What's your genotype? Now, the next thing Sooj told her was, you don't reach like that. Those things are meant for people that are about to marry and all of that. Apology, keep him there. Can you imagine? Now he remembered he have a babe outside. Thank you. When you peck her in the mouth, Amara, God bless you. Telling her you will take a bullet for her. Telling her you have a soft spot for her. Thank you. You think your girlfriend will not see all those things? You think even if your girlfriend don't see it, we've seen it, we will tell your girlfriend. Onyeka doesn't have to be the person spreading. We will tell you that your girlfriend. So I was just touching on Nelly and Sooj, where Nelly was asking Sooj of his genotype, and then the next thing Sooj was telling her, we don't reach there. That he thought he's married people. That Bista high, that he thought he was married people that were about to get married. that normally go to us. Yes, you're correct, Sooj. But for God's sake, this is just a conversation. And it's, for me, there's nothing wrong with that. You get, there's nothing wrong with. So now I understand where Anita is saying she is not down with younger guys, because obviously Anita is just 29. So anything 3 or 4 years younger than her is a Gen Z, and that is a headache on its own. Do you get? But then it's okay to grow, right? It's okay to be a young person and make mistakes. It's very, very okay, right? But it gets to a point where you that have become much more matured might not want to get involved with people that are way younger and have a very poor sense of articulating things. I give it to Sooj. Sooj is trying. Let's don't take it out of Sooj. Sooj is trying for his age, because I think they said whether it's 23, I'll be 24 to 25, 6, thereabout ish, that mid 20s, early to mid 20s ish level. But that childishness keeps rubbing off on Nelly. And when you look at Nelly, Nelly looks like someone that has dated matured men. So what is coming out of Sooj is too annoying for her. So that yesterday she was so angry that, are you okay, uncle? Like, she was so angry. It now came off like he's putting her in a situation where she is desperate in the relationship or pushing on things that he is not going towards that direction. Yes, Sooj, we know you're very, very young. Even in the next 10 years, you might not even be thinking of marriage. It's fine. But this is just a conversation. Besides, you guys are in Big Brother house. It's allowed for you to leave Big Brother house today, and tomorrow don't even talk to Nelly. It's fine. But she no need know the genotype. Ronnie is just a conversation. It's just a conversation. I can just be having a conversation with you and I'll ask you, what's your genotype? Do you get? If you say so, but to me, I don't see that question like some sort of question that was not necessary or that meant something else. Everyone has their mindset though. But the thing angered Nelly. But the thing is that Nelly and Sooj, they're their sheep, and even the Anita and Tofa. For me, it's a strategic sheep, because what a coincidence that this pair fell in love with that pair. How convenient, right? But it's okay. It's still a game. Prince, I am living in Nigeria. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. Give the stream a thumbs up. And I think by the side, I don't know what transpired between Tofa and Anita. Because Anita was so triggered yesterday. She was even taking Smirnoff. She was literally angry at the same time. It's like she was praying. Maybe she was making some declarations, or she was talking. Like, Anita was not Anita yesterday. And she was seriously avoiding Tofa. And I think when Sooj was even went to meet Tofa, and he was like, nah, wow, his ship is about to capsize. Tofa was like, that's the same situation he has here too, that Anita has been ignoring him because she was at the washing area, the laundry area, I mean. The truth is that Nelly wasn't into Sooj. Sooj equally wasn't into Nelly. There was a video I even made, and I even called Sooj a manipulator. I said Sooj just goes to tell a lady what she wants to hear, and if whatever it is he tells her sinks into her heart and decides to melt her heart and decides to flow with him, Sooj will take. But if you ask me, Sooj original spec or Sooj original's attraction was Victoria. Now Victoria literally even embarrassed him, and that was why he stayed off. He backed off Victoria. Nelly, on the other hand, I think was smitten by Sean. But because Sean said he doesn't go after ladies, or rather he doesn't like going after ladies, he now switched to Wanni, who was giving him what he wanted. You get, right? Nelita and Ozee's sheep, I know they feel am. Thank you. Their sheep is forced. That's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm explaining now, Amara. I don't know how Tofa and Anita started. I was watching them on my screen, but I don't know when they became a sheep, because at first Anita was resisting even his touches. But all of a sudden, I now saw them even cuddling on bed. I think after her birthday, after he got her a bouquet. And that was when the dynamics of the relationship suddenly changed. But the one of Sooj and Nelly, I remember clearly that Nelly was not stringing only him. I think Nelly was stringing 3 guys at a time at some point in that house. Sean, which was original guy that I felt Nelly wanted. It was just a little push that Sean did not pull through, and that was why she had no choice than to fall down back to Sooj. Now, outside Sean, Sooj was still not her second choice. I think Mayor was the better option for her. But Mayor now sort of pitched his tent somehow with Ruthie. So she had no choice than to settle for Sooj. And that was why when Ruthie even came out of the house and she had an interview with Ebuka, she said in that house, you Sooj with someone, you ship with someone that is not even your spec. So it all makes sense why Nelly shipped with Sooj. And Anita also decided to Sooj with Tofa. I know playing games. Look at how Yeye ship with so much potential become invisible in the game. I did tell you. Thank you, Amara. Thank you very much, Amara. I also noticed Sooj wanted Victoria, but when it didn't work out, he switched to Nelly. That's what I'm saying, Choma Joy. You see the whole Nelita and Ace's ship, it's all a delusion. It's all a rebound. It's all a rebound. Initially, Tofa wanted Nelly. Oh, really? Because I remember him telling one of the guys in the house that Nelly wants to cause problem between him and his friend. Oh, best thing. Oh, the next thing you saw him with Anita. You see what I told you? The leadership, last, all is just a consolation. All is just a rebound. Nelly was just trying to get over Sean. And Sooj was just trying to get over Victoria. And Tofa was just trying to get over Nelly. And that is what gave birth to Tofa, Anita, Sooj, Nelly. So that is why outside the rebound, the two of them, they're not feeling each other. None of them are feeling each other. None of them are feeling each other. It's so clear. They're just pushing the relationship. If you even notice, for me, I think I saw a romantic side of Tofa and Anita that was after Saturday night party when they had alcohol in their system. I think, alcohol on its own is an aphrodisiac. So it can easily make both parties feel horny. And then they were now, they were now sort of close to each other and were sort of looking romantically involved. But outside that, to me, they're just, and then even their cuddling itself, it looks like a by forced cuddling. It looked like a by force cuddling. Now, even the same thing with Nelly and Sooj, when they even had something close to a ship, a romantic ship in the house, was still after their Saturday night party, the week where Ruthie and the twins had issue. Because they were in the bathroom, she and Sooj, doing some funny things. When Ruthie and the twins started having their chaos, that I think forced them to come out of the bathroom. So the Nelita bunch and the Aces bunch do not even show any form of connection except when they have alcohol in their system. So which doesn't define a proper relationship, which has nothing to do with feelings. Instead, it just has everything to do with physical attraction, if at all it exists. Excuse me. To me, that is what I see. Oh. Their connection only comes when they have some stuff in their account, in their system. Muhammad Hijra, welcome from Indonesia. Thank you so much. Good to have you here. You can subscribe if you like. You can also give this you can also give this stream a thumbs up. But basically, I know you might not really understand what we're talking about. We're discussing a reality TV show that is airing currently in our country, Nigeria. It's an African sensation. But thank you so much for coming. Yes, yes, so Amara, yes, it's alcohol and nothing more. Thank you. That ship is strategic, especially for the ACs. Yes, the ACs actually even need that ship more than the Nelita, because to me, I feel the Nelita are even doing better off without any ship. ACs are doing better off without the ship. I'm telling you, just like Choma Joy said, that imagine a whole Nelly just dimmed her own light because of ship. And it's so unfortunate that this set of Big Brother housemates, they entered their house embracing the ship strategy. See, you see one thing with this show, you cannot easily predict what the audience is going to like. Now look at Double K. Those people are literally doing nothing. Imagine even yesterday Kelly Ray, I say, hey Kelly Ray, shut your mouth up, please. Imagine yesterday Kelly Ray saying that it's Shantoria that will win the money. Yee, they were discussing yesterday in the gym alongside Onyeka's gist. Chama Joy says Sooj is giving Playboy vibes at this point. He's just confusing Nelly. Choma, Sooj has always given a Playboy vibe. I have videos. I don't know. People think I only live stream. I don't only live stream. I drop video analyzing the show. I have proper videos. I have spoken about Sooj in one of my videos. I said Sooj comes off to me as a manipulator. At the beginning, do you know I didn't really like Sooj? I saw Sooj like someone that can easily take advantage of people. I saw Sooj like a snake. Not based on his real life or based on what I am seeing in front of my screen. Because whatever we're saying about this housemate is what they are showing us. You understand? And in as much as it's a game house, those their sly moves do not come unnoticed. We must talk about it. Does not slide unnoticed. We must talk about it. Sooj, he was written all over him. I said at the beginning I wasn't feeling the boy. The day Victoria walked out on him, I was so happy. I was like, good girl. You saw what I saw. So it's just that last Nelly na enter in trap. It's just like you go and set trap for bed or any bushmeat to enter your trap. So if na catch, you go carry and go house chop. If na pigeon enter inside, you go carry and go chop. If na rabbit enter inside that trap, you go carry and go chop. If na squirrel enter that trap, you go carry and do. So that was what for me Sooj was setting everywhere. Sooj was stressed. If Nelly had not even agreed, trust me, Sooj would have moved on to another person. One thing I noticed when they first came into the house, aside from the Indian pair, all the pairs, okay, Indian pair and Kelly Ray, obviously, the Double K, obviously, that are married couples, all the remaining pairs were okay, sorry, and even Zinwe. Let me don't forget. Aside from Indian name, Double K, and Zinwe that were already dating, all the remaining pairs came to look for sheep. In as much as on the stage they tell us, hey, I have somebody outside. That's by the way. All of them came with that one strategy of shipping. All of them. So when they came in, they were not even looking at each other's faces. They were not looking at each other's personality. All they wanted was a ship. I'm telling you, even me, Joy, Amara, Jenny, Amara, I thought Nelly would give us a show. Like Babe came with so much potential. Now because of ship, she has become so invincible. I'm telling you. And she had what it took. And at the beginning, she now came with Mercy Eke's vibe. You know, flirting here and there. You know? And all of a sudden, the whole thing just dimmed. I don't like her in that ship with Sooj. At this point, I wish Sooj will, and the Sooj and Tofa will go home on Sunday, so that Nelly and Anita can bring themselves out. Although some extent Anita has been showing herself around, but Nelly has really dimmed herself, and Nelly has the potential. Nelly has a huge potential. It's like they have, the ladies especially, it's like they've packed all the potential and dash Victoria. I know Victoria came with a game plan that at the beginning she was to herself, which, you know, we assumed was a strategy at this point, because what we're seeing every day, Victoria is just like an onion. Every day she's unraveling. Every day she's unraveling. Like yesterday night that Ozee went to meet her to have a conversation, he was asking her how is her experience as the head of house, and he started telling her some certain things, and I'm like, oh really, things like this happen in the house and we didn't know. He was like, when he was head of house, that's how people kept coming to him and bringing information for him, blah blah blah, you know, trying to preach that psycho fancy. When you're in power, you have a lot of psycho fans. For me, that was what he was trying to tell her, or that's what I read. That's the meaning I read out of what he was telling her. And she was just like, she was just like, okay. I said, I am so glad. And on Sunday, I sort of kind of wished that this was going to happen, and it's actually happened. I wish that the two girls, that is Onyeka and Victoria, were going to give Ozee space, because Ozee doesn't have game in the house. Tell me, what game does Ozee have? Ozee to some extent even has game. Ozee doesn't have game. Aside from his confrontation one way or the other with Femi, what other game does Ozee have? It's those girls that are even making the Ozee visible, as far as I'm concerned. And when those two girls shift, he's on his own. He will just be tagging along with his brother. Because that is Ozee's content in that house currently. We want to go meet. We spoke about it the other day. He can't go to any of the, he can't go to the twins. Wanni is already with Sean, and Handy used to be his brother's ex, so he can't go near there. Kelly Ray is not really their G, so he can't come close to Cassia. In fact, Cassia is never going to give him face. Who else? So Victoria was the only available one, which things are somehow. Nelly is with Sooj, Anita is with Tofa. The house is fully engaged. The ladies are all engaged. Honestly, if Nelita fans doesn't vote for Ace this week, I am sure they'll be going home. Yeah, on Sunday, because they are just moving under Nelita's shadow. Obviously, now they started moving under Nelita's shadow from last week. They started moving under their shadow from last week, and that's why if you notice the Aces, they seem to be very excited and pushing forward for Nelita to win heads of house. It makes them relevant. Check Zinwe interview. She gave details of how Sooj came to her. Thank you. And said you are my spec, but unfortunately she is taken. How Sooj will come and say, are you a hugger? Can I give you a hug? I'm not surprised. Yeah, I think I didn't really watch all of the interview, but I think I saw the subtitle where she said that Sooj is a manipulator or something like that. I don't know. She said Sooj is something like. I'm not surprised. I said at the beginning, I even started hating Sooj. I won't forget there was a day, I don't know the conversation that Ben was having with Chizoba, or who I can't remember who he was having a conversation with. And he labeled Sooj a narcissist. That Sooj is an attention seeker. He labeled Sooj a narcissist, undiagnosed. Undiagnosed. I said at some point I was getting tired of Sooj. Sooj was everywhere with every lady. Like as soon as Sooj just came in there, it was almost like somebody that saw a lot of fishes in the river and he's desperately trying to grab as much as he can grab at the same time. Nelly was just the unfortunate one, and Nelly did not fall into Sooj's trap on purpose. She just wanted to use Sooj to also play her game, but it sort of backfired, and she doesn't want to be looked, she doesn't want to be viewed like, you know, she doesn't want to be viewed like a, which word will I use? And that is why she just tried to stay with Sooj. She doesn't want to come off like she's for the streets. Do you understand? She just didn't want to. So she decided to stay with Sooj. And at that moment, again, Ruthie and Chinwe were friends, and she didn't want to have any altercation with Chinwe. She was avoiding Chinwe as much as she can. So that was the reason why she even stayed off Mayo. Because I even have a video where I spoke about how Chinwe was so bitter towards Nelly, and she was saying that the girl is playing two guys that she doesn't even need. So Chinwe actually even saw through Nelly that she wasn't even feeding any of the guys. So even the mayor that we were even thinking her eyes was on him, I don't even think she was feeding him. Nelly just came in to play a like sort of flirty game, but along the line I think she lost her footing and decided to stay with Sooj. Honestly, I wish Nelly and Anita would just quit that relationship with the Aces. It's not doing them any good. All right, thank you so much, Amara. I will even soon be leaving this place. I'm already here for an hour already, so I'll soon be rounding up the live stream. Thank you so much for your presence. I have to go now. Duty calls. God bless you, Amara. Thank you so much. I'll be coming later in the evening again, though, for a stream. So that was, yeah, basically I've even finished talking about everything, Amara. So good timing. Because the topic was just about Ozee and Onyeka and then Sooj and Nelly. So everything just fits in to the 1 hour that we just spent here right now. So, but let's wait and see. Do you guys think that the relationship between Ozee and Onyeka has come to an end? Because I even noticed, even Ozee that used to be cozy with Chizoba, I noticed he's also giving Chizoba space. I noticed he's even shifting from Chizoba. And there was something Chizoba said. In as much as up to now, Big Brother has not addressed the claim that Handy accused Ben of. Chizoba made a certain statement that Ben has been sort of sad for some few days and laid back-ish kind of. So it is what it is, Sha. Let's just see how the game unfolds as the days go by. And thank you so much everyone for coming. I really appreciate. So I'm going to end the stream right now and then still come up later again in the evening. So I'm going to set it again just the way I set this stream, and for us to come back and talk and analyze and reanalyze and see things that not everybody is seeing. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye. Thank you.